What is up, YouTube family? This is Crash 185 coming at you with a quick review. Review of what? Not these bed sheets. Let me roll it in. The Alpinestar S Moto motorcycle gloves. Yes, this is my user review. I'm still a noob at riding, but I'm going to be bringing you this quick video just to give you some input, and for newer riders who are looking to get some gloves, here's some input that I think you guys are gonna love. Alright, so I'm gonna go into a couple points, not a full detailed review. Revzilla and I believe Competition Accessories.com, they did a couple of reviews on these gloves, and an earlier version. I think these are the 2012 versions. They did the review on the 2011 ones, so I checked those out and made my decision to purchase these. So let's get into it. Okay, first of all, these are not full gloves. As you can see, they're a size small. They are a mix of different materials, leather, polyurethane, rubber, and the liner on the inside is polyester. Very good gloves. I mean, I've worn gloves before. I've never worn like racing gloves. I've never worn like full gauntlet gloves, and so far these gloves are great. I will say this, and this is important for new riders. When you're starting off, well, at least for me, but it may change for you. When you're starting off, try to ride, like when you're practicing, no gloves. And I know I'm going to catch a lot of flack on that. The reason being is that for new riders who are getting used to the throttle, there's a little bit of play that you're going to have to familiarize yourself with, and it may take some time for you to get used to. For me, I started with the gloves, and I would, pull on the give it some throttle, and it would be very jerky, like I wasn't used to it, and I decided to take off the gloves, and I started doing it and getting used to it, and it was a lot better. So my advice for the first couple days that you're riding, try it without gloves, then try it with I have some other gloves here. These are my Mechanics Impact gloves. They have a lot of feel, like you can I can't even find the words. You can you have more dexterity in them compared to these are more for your protection. I mean, some gloves are better than none, but that's not what this video is about. This is a review. That's my quick opinion, so let's get into it. As you'll notice, the gloves are full leather. They do have some perforation on the fingers and on the back here. That's to let airflow go in to your hand, so you're not, baking in your gloves. Very, very good ventilation at speed. Like I wore these a little bit later in my practicing, and yeah, I can feel the air whipping through there, and it felt good. Not at 6 o'clock in the morning when it was freezing out and I wanted to get in some early practice, but definitely some good gloves for summer riding. It does have this hard knuckle right here. It's most noticeable. It's on its own panel, so when you I'm not even gonna put them on right now, but when you flex in them, they stretch out so that you're not pulling the glove up on your wrist, so you keep some of that protection down in your watch area. So another thing I'd like to mention is they have this pull tab that I didn't really notice it until I had some other gloves that didn't have a pull tab. Is when you're actually pulling on the glove to put it on, as time goes on, you're actually tearing at the seams, and I would wonder all the time, why is my glove ripping? Like, how am I getting these holes here? Well, I'm pulling the material apart. They actually sewed this little tab in so that you would have an area to pull, and you're not pulling all the crucial material like apart, which is really thoughtful in my opinion. Alpinestar really did some quality research on that, so I'm loving it. You have these flex ridges on the fingers, so that you're, once again, you're not pulling the material, and you're keeping that that protection throughout your hand. On the thumbs, there is a little bit of reflective material, which is kind of weird because, you know, when you're throttling up or whatever, the last thing a driver is going to look at is your thumbs. You know, I mean, I guess they were thinking too hard on that, because like that's not going to save my life. It's just my thumbs, I guess. But other than that, they were thinking, so I got to give them that. There's padding on the inside. This is I forget the name of the fabric, but there is a lot of padding here. It's still tacky, like you can, when you're using the controls, you can still feel it through the glove. So I really like that. And these are actually a small. They come in a bunch of sizes and a bunch of colors. I think there's black, white, red, blue, and I believe yellow. And they retail for about 50 to 60 bucks, which is actually really good for the amount of protection that you're getting. These are like, they're Moto gloves, but you can definitely use these for street, and I definitely recommend them for any new rider and any type of rider actually, to get these gloves, because they're just really good. For new riders, again, practice without them, get used to the controls, and then put them on, and you'll feel a difference, but you'll be more used to where the throttle kicks in, so you're not, you know, you're not kicking the throttle like I was. So yeah, if I missed any points, I apologize. It's gonna be like my first review, so hopefully the next ones will be better. I'll be rolling some in within the coming days. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. This is Crash 185 out.